Black Lagoon is what happens when you take every overly violent and politically incorrect action movie, video game, comic book, and bit of heavy metal and threw it into one excessive, blood-soaked, and swear-filled anime. And it is as good as you would imagine such a thing would be. The show follows the Lagoon Company, a crooked delivery team who take on any job for the right price, but more primarily do-gooder hostage turned crewmate Rock and psychopathic, pizza-loving, dual-wielding Revy Two Hands, as both of them and the other two members of the group go on dangerous, episodic-like escapades full of crime and adventure. The rest of the cast is a quirky ensemble of villainous misfits that consist of PTSD-riddled Ara Russian crime boss Balalaika, the mysterious foul-mouthed nun Etta, a Chow Yun Fat-inspired pop culture-loving badass by the name of Mr. Chang, and plenty of other fun and tropey criminals. On the villain side of things, past the Shotokan-loving Terminator of a killer May known as Roberta, the antagonists are your typical villains of the week. That isn't to say that seeing crazy sadistic PMC commanders or cannon fodder neo-Nazis be taken out by Revy isn't fun, however. As for the stories, whether it be a company trying to silence blackmail attempts with a merc army sent after the Lagoon crew, to the gang stealing Nazi treasure, to a cartel kidnapping attempt gone wrong resulting in the Lagoon Company being chased by a practically indestructible maid, the show never got boring. The writing for the show is exactly as wonderfully juvenile as you would expect it to be, save for a handful of moments of nihilistic navel-gazing and themes of redemption, views on life, and PTSD, but it never really gets bogged down by any of that. Well, it's not the goriest show out there. Each action-packed shootout is completely off the walls and full of explosions, bullets flying, and absolutely massive body counts. Never does the show get dull with any of the set pieces on display, and honestly, the show is just pure fun. In terms of the animation, there were a few hiccups here and there, but they were so minor, and the show overall looks really darn great all around animation-wise. The animation is slick, fast, and easy to follow. The character designs are absolutely top tier for hero, villain, or side character alike, and the main city of Rhinopur and the ocean have simply wonderful atmosphere dripping with seedy, violent intent, mixed with an oddly homey feel. When it comes to the sound, it's all really great. The dub is just as good as the sub, if not better in some parts. The OST is exceptional, even if the ending song isn't a favorite of mine, since it's made up for with some fantastic background tracks during the action scenes and a very memorable opening theme. And with all that said, God, I love Black Lagoon so much. It encapsulates everything I adore and does it all so darn well. It's fun, fast-paced, generally funny, occasionally touching and emotional, and while there are serious moments, it never takes itself too seriously, so it never gets bogged down by that. If you're looking for a show that rejects being clean and too modern and wants some near mindless entertainment, there really isn't anything much better than Black Lagoon out there, and you should absolutely give it a watch. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I want to give a big thank you to the show's patrons, my friend Orion Knight for making the wonderful Art of Punish Neat you see now, and the thumbnail, as well as my friend Alex for touching up the thumbnail design, and Alexander for performing and doing up the show's intro song. My Patreon and their social media accounts will be in the description, and if you have any comments, questions, or recommendations, leave them down below as I read and reply to everything. This is Thierry Williamson signing off until the next video. See you guys!